Muhammad Salah, take one.
I want to take you back to that Champions League glory and you lifting that trophy. How was it?
Honestly, it was great. You know, it's a dream for everyone, the city, the player, to win a Champions League. So something great and something very big.
June 2019, and triumph for Mo Salah and his Liverpool teammates as they're crowned champions of Europe. For Salah, club glory was followed by a disappointing turn of events with the Egyptian national team at this year's Africa Cup of Nations. Just months before the tournament started, Egypt stepped in to host. But the home turf advantage didn't help the Pharaohs, who flopped out in the knockout stages.
We didn't perform in the top level, honestly. So I'm not just I'm not talking about the player and hiding myself, but as a team, we didn't perform good. But there was a lot of pressure. As a player in the national team, they were not that happy about a lot of things.
How do you think that Egypt come back from that experience? Does there need to be wholesale reform, do you think, in the Egyptian Footballing Association? I mean, you've had a number of run-ins with the association.
Yeah, had a lot, honestly. I think we just need to be honest with ourselves. Sometimes with the national team, it's the federation take it as a competition with me. You know, my position is a little bit different than the players. So not because I'm a star, but because also it's make me comfortable. For example, African nation, we were in a hotel, and the people comes to the hotel very easy. They sit downstairs very easy, which is not normal. We had one day off, and I couldn't go down from the room until 9:30. When I tried to go down, was like 200 person like that with me. And they say, why are you complaining? I complain because I'm a human being. I want to be with the players.
Have you ever considered retiring from the national squad?
It's so difficult. You know, I love this country from my heart. It's always in my mind. When I left Egypt, when I was 19 years old, it was always in my mind. Something pushed me forward to perform good, to be iconic for the kids, to be like dream for the kids, to be one day like me. It was in my mind. I want to be that person. So to retire from the national team is something huge for me.
The lacklustre performance on the pitch was overshadowed by controversy off it. Early in the tournament, Egyptian forward Wردة was kicked off the team by Egypt's Football Association after allegations of sexual harassment surfaced online. But the 25-year-old was reinstated after key players, including Salah, seemed to offer him support on social media.
Let's talk about the controversy over Wردة in the summer. Did your intervention help him get reinstated in the squad after he was initially suspended over allegations of sexual harassment?
Absolutely not, because I'm not the national team captain, I'm not the team manager, I'm not the coach. Believe me, if I'm powerful, I could change a lot of things there. But I'm a player, but they just put it on me.
Can we have a look at the tweet and remind our viewers what you said? Women must be treated with the utmost respect. No, you said, means no. Those things are and must remain sacred. You went on, Mo, to say, I also believe that many who make mistakes can change for the better and shouldn't be sent straight to the guillotine, which is the easiest way out. We need to believe in second chances. We need to guide and educate. Shunning is not the answer. Let's remind ourselves, this wasn't the first time that Wردة had been accused of sexual harassment. What do you say to people who criticise that tweet you put out and say you're endorsing his behaviour?
What I meant to say is that happened before and is happening now. So
sexual harassment.
Yeah, he has to get a treatment or rehabilitation. So that's just to make sure that it's not going to happen again.
So let me be quite clear. Wردة and others who are guilty of sexual harassment, you use the term need rehabilitating.
Yes, what I mean is not someone in particular, but in general, yeah, they need rehabilitation and treatment for that. So you just make sure that it's not going to happen again.
You were accused of hypocrisy when you were voted one of Time's 100 most influential. You talked about the need to change attitudes towards women in the Middle East, and then the tweet. So just explain what your position is to me, if you will.
No, my position is still the same. As I told you, the people misunderstand what I'm saying. But in the meantime, what I'm talking about is the woman has to get her right in the Middle East.
You are arguably one of, if not the most famous Arab in the world today. How do you use this platform to promote change?
First of all, we have to accept that there is a problem. And I know it's very difficult to accept that, but 100% the problem is running deep and deep and deep. So, and the second thing, my opinion is the woman, she has a right to talk about anything she doesn't like. I'm talking about myself. I want when my daughter has a problem, she has to feel like support from me to come to talk to me about the problem. The most important thing is the fear. The wife fear from her husband, from her father, which that's the main point, I think. So the fear is not healthy for anyone. So we have to fix that.
Mohammed, personally, have you changed your attitudes towards women as you have grown, developed, moved away from Egypt, become successful in Europe?
I think, yeah, it changed a lot. Changing from the person, which I'm talking about it like the family scare from him, or the wife, or the daughter, whatever, to the person he's talking now. Like, he's fighting against the subject because he sees that he's wrong. Yeah, of course, before I didn't have my daughter because I think probably I started to change like 9 years ago, 10 years ago, or I don't know, whatever. But to that person now is fighting against the subject because I can see it's very wrong.